Well, we're back. Oh, that's not a good way to start the video. Hey guys, what's going on? Alright, so here's another Altera Tracker 600, whatever you want to call it, 500 mile review. And I'm going to be honest, this bike, which is currently under repair, don't get me wrong, it's a good bike. 45 horsepower, that's where we're going to start. For a 700-pound bike. Why? Why not give us for a 600, yeah, but a Honda 450 or a 420, excuse me, it's got like 30 something. We're a 600. And they actually stopped making, if I'm not wrong, the 700 and switched the motors around in 2022, I'm sorry, and put the new, yeah, it's legal here, don't worry about it, but I get it, but 45 horsepower, that's rough. I got some guys on Can-Am 450s and 570s that aren't passing me, but they're definitely keeping up. I'm not kicking ass, I'm not running Renegades over, but yes, we've changed it, but the sad part is parts availability. It takes forever to get these parts in. It doesn't matter what it is. I mean, it could be a clutch, it could be a belt, it could be an axle, differential fluid. I mean, it depends on what you run, but at the end of the day, it's a very good bike. It's never left me stranded but once. And that was when I realized what I was doing. Number one, the battery died. Number two, I was in like 4 feet of mud. Like, you couldn't stand in it without sinking, and like 6 feet around you. It was horrible. I don't know how it happened. I was at Robert's Track and Trails, and yeah, it was bad. It was rough. But also, I don't have money like Braden Price and all these guys out there. Renegade, he's the only one that I really follow. JP Stevens, he got rid of the Can-Am and went with Polaris, man. Like, so that tells you that, yeah, I wish I went with something different. It's just the power. It doesn't have the power that I want. My fiance, she loves it. It's a smooth bike. The power is where I question it. It's just questionable. I don't know how else to put it. It's not that it's not a lot of power. It's not that it's got a whole bunch of power. But when you're in there and you're in the mud, you're working it. It gets you out. It gets you out. But there's nothing. You can't walk it out. You can water wheelie, but that's about it. You know, there's no more grunt. Oh my goodness, my muffler fell off because we hit a tree. So I welded a KO 125 muffler on it. She's beefy, it barks. Never had an issue other than the clutch. The water pump is going out. And I think that's it. I think that's one of the bad problems was the clutch. I smoked that belt. That's what's sitting on the backrest over there. That was fun. That was a fun day. We've taken it to Busco. We've had it up at we haven't been to Pine Lane. I want to hit Pine Lane. If y'all have been to Pine Lane, let me know. There's no real other places that we haven't been. We don't. A lot of people are out further out. You know, near North Carolina, West Virginia. We want to go up to Hatfield, McCoy, and all that. But there's no other places that call my name that have more trails or any different mud. But if y'all have something that's worth it, if y'all know something, comment below if that's what y'all run. If you run, you know, trails only, that's cool. You know, I want to hit them. I want y'all to get on some videos of getting a GoPro. I got to figure out the setup for that. If I want to do a helmet, a chin on the helmet, or I want to do a chest one. That's what I want to know. But other than that, the bike's been good. It's a good bike. The power's not there. They haven't been good for a while. Arctic Cat was bought out a couple years ago by Textron. Everybody knows what Textron is. If you don't, they're a really big company. They got a lot of money, and they make anything from Bell helicopters, Bell helmets, and a lot of different equipment. Really, I guess you could say. And yeah, you can order parts, but it's from Country Cat or Partzilla. Granddad Boys, they have everything for the side-by-sides. I can't find any axles for it. I can't find like a suspension setup that I really want to run. If y'all know any suspension setups, I think they're 16 inches long. Does that sound right? Does that sound stupid? Do I sound like I have no knowledge? But I really want to know, what is a setup on suspension that you guys can run? Hence, I want to make it taller. For one, both headlights are busted. It's a comfortable ride. It's a smooth ride. But it's 10 mile an hour, 7 mile an hour. You can't go 12 if there's bumps. It depends on the rocks and all that. And we've got 26-inch tires. And somebody's going to be like, oh my God, you got to change your clutches. They don't make another clutch. There's no other clutch you can put in this bike. Nobody else has one. Yet alone, finding brake pads for this thing, other than from Country Cat, that was a phenomenal idea. Whoever found Country Cat, thank you. And I guess it's an Arctic Cat central location for these bikes. But they're coming out in 2023, spoiler alert, with a Mud Pro. Same bike. They got a snorkel, risers, rad relocate kit on 28-inch tires. That's what I want to know. How did you fit 28-inch tires on this machine without changing something? You see what I'm saying? And it's that quick. And these bikes are still on order, or still on back order. But if y'all know anything about Alteras 600s, if you own one, I definitely want to run a different suspension setup. Also, headlights. Anybody got an idea on headlights? I like them. They're stock, but as you can see, they get full of mud and they just break. They literally, well, that was a tree. And long story short, they do fill up with a lot of mud. They fill up with a ton of mud. It doesn't matter if you're riding through a hole or if you're riding on top of mud and it's just all over the place. It fills up with mud. It doesn't matter what you do. What else? I don't know the gas mileage. Even with the change in the tires and the rad relocate kit, and my fiance, she's not a small lady. She's a big girl, but I love her. So she's coming with me, and that's why we got this. And it's not because she's a big girl, but because we want to go out. And if y'all have anything to say about big girls, screw you. Y'all eat bologna probably. So I love the fact that the armrest fits, the backrest fits, but we can't find one that's comfortable enough. And the suspension is jacked up all the way and it just sags. It's stiff. It just sags. It lacks that performance, I guess. And as an expensive a machine it is, it's like, dang, you should have given us that off the jump. I want good suspension and I want some decent tires. That's what I want for the $12,000 that Tractor wants back, or Bass Pro technically wants. They should have started that off. It should have come stock with the light bar. It should have come with mud tires. It should have never come with 25-inch all-season tires that are up there and they're over there. It's just, no. It wouldn't have sold anymore, but I think it would have drawn people's eye nonetheless a little bit better. And the belt box is horrible. The belt box is terrible. This thing drew a perfect circle on the primary clutch through the belt box. How? Why? What in God's name do you need that for? And what can you do to fix that? How can you fix that? You know what I mean? So Tracker came up with an idea that when they gave everybody this warranty that you could use it. Well, yes, we put all the mud fabrications and stuff on it, but at some point, when did they realize people were not going to just keep these things on the trail? They're going to take them through mud holes. The same thing with the track, with Renegades, XMRs, Can-Ams, Polaris. Doesn't matter. We were told by a Bass Pro salesman that you couldn't take it through mud. It didn't matter. A little bit of mud, a whole lot of mud. What do you mean? He's like, well, above the axles. These aren't mud machines. Well, I get that. It's not snorkeled. I'm not just going to sink it above, above the racks. But at the end of the day, this is a hard working machine. The 45 horsepower for a stock bike is great. If you add stuff to it, you put heavier tires on it, you're losing stuff. So at the end of the day, I just feel like they should have put some more power on it. CF Moto's kicking my ass. And everybody's telling me, you should have bought a CF Moto, you should have bought a Can-Am, you should have bought a Honda. And I'm going to stick it out. I'm going to fix it and be that one guy that updates about these bikes or updates for these bikes. Because somebody's got to. People do for Honda, for Can-Am. And I've got a lot of knowledgeable people, especially Facebook. It just gives you, it's free advice. And some of it's scamable and all that. But some guys that run these companies, they know stuff. These old heads, and please, if you're watching this video and you know anything about an ATV, comment, contact me, leave something in the comments and I'll get in touch with you. My Facebook's my name. It's my 4-year-old sitting on the bike. But I really want to build these bikes up, and the new ones coming out, yeah, that's good. But you got to buy all that. And for guys that want to fabricate it and do it themselves and know what they're getting, I could really use that advice and take it somewhere. So if y'all know, reach out. If not, we'll see you on the next one, and hopefully with these clutches coming in, we'll be able to roll these videos out a little bit faster, and maybe the next one will be on the trail. So if you like this video, I know it's long and it's a lot of just random stuff, but I want to build the Arctic Cat back up. Yeah, they got good snowmobiles, but we need to just ride, you know what I mean? Get muddy together, and just help out. Leave a positive comment, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one. If not, have a good day.